And good morning. Yes, I look a mess. I'm not really doing much with myself today because it's just absolutely peeing it down. We're not going anywhere. Anyway, it's been quite a while. I think we've been here now a week, if not a bit longer, I don't know. But we're leaving here, this destination, tomorrow. So, well, that's another scenario. Well, it depends whether we can get on this boat or not. Right, so today I'm thinking, yeah, all the boats have been cancelled, so don't know whether we're going to be able to get on as yet. You'll know by now, by the time you watch this. I'm not planning, I'm going to be honest as well, I'm not planning on doing too many videos on the Mazzy. It's just time consuming, it's exhausting running 2 channels. Some of you understand and appreciate it, I know, of course you do. But I just can't do it. It's just wearing me out. A long day walking around doing this, that and the other, and then, you know, trying to, it's not just making a video either, it's the editing. I'm just about to clean my dashboard with the vanilla turtle wax. So I'm just having a bit of a spruce this morning, so if we do go away tomorrow, say good morning, my love. Yeah, that's all you're getting. Yeah, so it looks like Dan might have to ring the boat company a bit later on, see how that goes. Like I said, you'll know by now whether we got on it or not, won't you? Right, yeah, so I'm just going to give a little bit of a spruce up. I've just finished doing my daily chores. Just messing around, really, because it looks like we're not going to be getting out of this van today. So I thought I was going to be doing just like little bits of vlogging today. When I was telling you about the boat, we're having trouble and stuff. So Dan's come up with a solution. Yeah, we're going today instead of 2 days or whenever, tomorrow or whenever. There is a boat on today. It's not from the same port. So that's what we're going to be doing, which means then I'm not vlogging. We've got to head off now, get there as soon as possible. We've got shopping to do and stuff because we don't know how long we're going to be over there. So, yep. See how this trip pans out. Get over to the travel trolls, that's where you want to be. Good morning to one and all. Welcome back, Mazzy. Yeah, Mazzy, where have you been? It's been quite a few days since I've actually picked the camera up. Right, I'm going to apologise now that I haven't been really filming our trip on my camera. It's too hectic. Like I said before, if you want to go over to the travel trolls and watch the trip, that's where it's all happening. Okay, so we're busy every day. I don't even think we've had one day off where we've just sort of sat around, even when it's been raining. Anyway, so I left you on that note that you'll know all this by now, that we didn't know whether we were going to Arran, we were in boat troubles and stuff like that. Anyway, we're in Arran. I think today is our 3rd day. Well, yesterday was our first full day. We sort of arrived late on the first day, so it's not technically 3 days, and it's early today as well. Anyway, today is our 3rd day in Arran. It's been fantastic so far. Don't get me wrong, we've had a few little issues on the way. Where we're parked up is just amazing. It's actually really nice. Quite happy to be here, actually. So, yeah, I just thought I'd pick you up today and vlog whatever. So we've been out today, we've had a wonderful day today. Well, like I said, actually it started off with a few problems, but anyway, we've had a wonderful day out. We've only just got back and we're discussing meals. So when we did a big shop to come over here, we brought, I'm gonna be honest, we brought easy foods like oven dishes, microwave meals and stuff like that, just to help me out, because for one, we thought we were going to be wild camping for the first 2 nights, and that all changed anyway, so we haven't wild camped at all. Anyway, we brought all loads of easy meals, so, but a couple of those meals, we got joint meals. So we're back now, and I just want to sort of get in my head to what we're having today. The freezer is jam-packed, ramped full, so I don't really want to mess about with food in there, because we've got a load of stuff in the fridge. See all that, look. Don't get me wrong, a big bag of chips are taking up half of that, and some hot dog rolls. But we can't really start on that yet. This is what we've got to make a start on. So, like I said, we've been here today is our third day, so we have had meals. The first day we had, when we first arrived late in the evening, we both had a Rustler's burger and a tuna crunch baguette from Greg's. Dan had a chicken mayo. So that's what we had that evening. The second evening, yesterday, Dan then had this really posh, I'm going to be honest, it was a posh meal. It was like a ragu. It cost him £7. It was easy. You could do it, well, you can do it in the frying pan or the microwave, and just did it in the microwave. So Dan had that. And what did I have yesterday? Oh yeah, no, it's got to have been one of the worst meals I ever had in all my life, actually. It was one of those posh meals from Tesco's, like the finest, you know, but it was a beef, what was it? No, it wasn't. It was pulled pork, I don't know what it was, but it was like barbecue pulled pork with some mash on the side, and it just tasted horrible. But I ate it. I absolutely ate every bite of it, just because, you know, I weren't wasting money. It was quite expensive, and it was my dinner for the day. So today, anyway, yeah, let me get back in the kitchen. Today we've got a choice of joint meals. So we did have our own individual one last night. And yesterday, because I didn't really enjoy my meal, I had 2 black rolls also over the day as well, because I managed to get some black rolls, black Edinburgh rolls. So anyway, if we go for our own dinner tonight, I've got a cottage pie, and Dan has got meatballs. Now I don't really know, oh, there is pasta in it. Is there? No, see, that's the strange thing. He'd probably just have to have like a few of those crusty rolls. Actually, I'm going to ask him. You know, like your pasta dish, babe, with the meatballs. Oh, sorry. Would you have like just crusty rolls with it? With what? Your pasta dish, meatballs.
I'm thinking chips, really.
Oh yeah, got loads of chips. Yeah. Oh, I just frightened off the little Robin out there. He was nibbling at the food. So if we have our own dishes, that's what Dan's got, and that's what I've got today. Don't get me wrong, we've still got sort of meals in there, but I don't want to touch that. I want to get rid of the fresh stuff. So if we go for a joint, meal, we've got this massive tray bake of lasagna. I think this was about £7. So if we go for that, I don't have garlic bread. Actually, though, I did pick up garlic bread, got to the till, and she said, oh, sorry, this is open. I'll go and send somebody to go and get one. I just said, nah, that's fine. It'll be fine. So anyway, that's a joint one. We'll probably just have a handful of chips with that. This is our second joint one. So we've got cauliflower cheese, got carrots and peas duo, and we've got chips, beef batter chips. And with that, then we'll have some sausages. So I've got a pack of sausages. Also, then we've got a mountain of eggs. Dan also brought these 2 gammon steaks, so that's an individual meal for him. And bacon we've got to use. So yeah, anyway, the meals today really is a choice of this lot. Now what I'm thinking is to go for this meal, because it's going to get rid of the majority out of the fridge. That's what I think, but we'll see. So how have I gotten on living in the van? I've just calculated. I think it's about 10. It's definitely 10 days that we've already, since we've left, but it might even be 11. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm getting on fine in the van. I just feel like I'm not at my healthiest, like my chest is at me and stuff like that, and it's really been a hindrance, and it's just been a bit stressful, if I be honest. But apart from that, it's all going swimmingly. I've quite enjoyed being back in the van, if I'm honest. Just can't keep it as clean as I would like, especially, you know, in the Scottish weather. You're going outside dragging mud back in, and constantly, well, I would be constantly sort of hoovering up and mopping down and stuff, but I'm trying to sort of trying to not get obsessed like that, you know. It's bound to happen. So there's a couple of things I really want to do on the Isle of Arran. I want to go to, like, I want to buy an Arran jumper or something, an Arran cardigan, anything Arran. I don't really care what it is. Preferably a jumper, really. I know they're going to be expensive, but I haven't really seen the shops like for stuff like that. There is one shop down at the front that might have something like that in there, but it's not really got it in the shop window, so I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be a shop here, isn't it? It sells like Arran stuff. So I really want to get my hands on one of those while we're here, because this is the first time both me and Dan have been to the Isle of Arran. We've never been. It's actually really nice, definitely worth the trip over. Also, I'd like to still get a scarf. You know, like when you go to the visitor centres or you go to a castle or something, they've got a little shop and they sell like all like the proper forget the brand the Scottish scarves, you know. I want to get one of those as well, which I've not come across yet, which is a bit of a pain. Dan wants to go to the cheese shop here. Going to the cheese shop is dangerous though. Both me and Dan always spends a fortune on cheese and on biscuits. So saying that though, I did buy some onion chutney though, so if we did go to the cheese shop, that would be nice. But I at least want that fridge emptied. We've also got the opportunity, we're actually at a leisure centre, and they've got a couple of bars here, so you can go over there and you can get takeaways and stuff, and it looks all posh and lovely. Or you can go over there at 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's got a big fireplace and everything. It's really posh here, but by the way, it's really posh, really lovely. Yeah, and you can go into the restaurant over there and get a meal. But I think we will do when we're here, but we want to clear this out first. Just a couple more days eating indoors sort of thing. Once we get onto the freezer stuff, and then yeah, we can go off and enjoy whatever then. Anyway, yes, so it's all going swimmingly. Saying that, actually, I just thought about it. If we're doing the combined meal... Oh, it's a dustbin lorry. I thought for a second it was a motorhome. We haven't seen a motorhome here. If we're doing the combined meal and I just shoe the tray of chips in there, and we're going to be having sausages and cauliflower cheese and a bit of veg, I've just remembered, I think what would go better with the sausages tonight, not forget those chips, maybe we can have that with the lasagna tomorrow. Right, I've got to show you these. Oh, it's really difficult. I don't want to really be pulling them out. But we got... Oh, I'll have to pull them out. I'll have to pull them out, Mazzy, and show you guys. So we were looking for... I want to say Scottishy stuff. But anyway, they're chippy chips. They are Scottish. Scotty brand, look. Apparently they're meant to taste like fish and chips. I think that might be better. It actually smells. I can smell. There's a hole at the bottom. Just tiny, like, little air hole. They actually smell like proper chip shop chips, so we might have those instead. Dan did pick up these though. I think these are Scottish because we've never seen these ever. A chicken hut, or unless if that's just new in Tesco's anyway, I don't know. Chicken hut hot and spicy strips. See, I know Dan now would love to have like little nibbles like this, but we can't until the fridge is emptied. Anyway, that's enough of food. Right. Anyway, put all this back now. Say hello to my lot. Yeah. So yeah, get in. So yeah, we parked here. We've got a wonderful little spot. I know a lot of you would have seen this. So yeah, the shower block over there. Oh my god, that's so lush. And they supply you with actually shampoos and conditioners and shower gels. That's the actual, well, that's the back of it. So you can't see the front of it, but it's really posh. Really posh. I was contemplating whether to go swimming or not, but I don't know. I've got to buy a costume for a start, which is 40 quid. But that's all right. But I do it every time I go to a town. I say to Dan, oh, I'd love to go swimming. So I start looking at the price of swimming costumes because I always forget to bring one. Anyway, yeah, we'll see about that. Right, at this point, I'm going to take 5 minutes out to myself. We've literally only been through the door now about 10-15 minutes, so cheers. I'm on me break. So I've been chilling out. It's been quite a bit of time. I've decided I'm going to get the dinner on because it's going to take a while. If I'm being totally honest, I said to Dan, just fancy a bread roll, if I'm totally honest. But I'm going to force myself to have a bit of food for the fact that it needs eating. So, and also I've changed my mind as well. Totally changed my mind as to what I want. We're going to do the family lasagna and some chips. This is the first time I've used my oven in about, well, months. Literally months. But this won't go into the air fryer. It's, oh, check it. No, it's massive. Yeah, so this needs to go into the oven. So yeah, that is one big thing. It is massive. Let me just see if it would go in there. You know what? Let me get rid of the cakes. I have to put the cakes in there. Oh, I have to put the cakes in there while we're driving. I shouldn't be eating those, but anyway. Look, I'll show you how well that's how it fits. Look, it just fits on top. It doesn't actually go. I mean, I could squeeze it in, but there's no point. I've got to cook the chips anyway. So I'll get that on there and get that in the oven. Dan's just hooked us back up on the gas. It's been about, what day? How many days? 3 days or something. Forgot we'd unplugged it when we went on the ferry. All right, yeah. So it has lit in, yeah. Yeah, feeling tired and a bit worn out today. But anyway, it's no wonder when you're doing that sort of amount of walking and stuff. And then we're up really early. Me and Dan like to just crack on with the day. Right. Now I was going to do dippy chips with this, the Scottish ones, but I really can't be bothered to keep an eye on them. So what I'm going to do, I'll just do these ones. Well, it don't matter which ones I do then. No, I'll do these ones, yeah, the beer battered. I'll put them, yeah, I was having these with the lasagna anyway, weren't I? I was having the chippy chip ones, the frozen ones with the sausages. Right, so that is right. But they don't come in a foil, so I will have to air fry them anyway. Or I could put them in the oven, it don't matter. Now, I've forgotten how rubbish my oven is, isn't it? Because I have to hold the door. Right, anyway, that's in. I'm guessing that might take about an hour, because my oven is not the same as you lot's. Yeah, I mean, it says 50 to 55 minutes anyway. So it could be just a little over an hour, we'll see. Yep, that's on the right gas mark. Right, sorted. So talking about dinners and stuff, I'm always talking about food and dinners, aren't I? Anyway, my niece had just bought HelloFresh this week, and last night was her first dinner on doing this. So this is what and we're going to do the HelloFresh ourselves, not as a product review, but when we get home. I said to Dan, if we get it 3 days a week, that way then you're going to have 3 really nice meals to change it up from our regular norm. And then it's stress off you, and then for the rest of the week we can just choose whatever we want then. So anyway, my niece was cooking that. So I'm going to just yeah, right, that was Angel's first meal, so it was meant to look like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I want.
That looks lovely. I knew you'd love that.
But they wouldn't let us review pasta.
No, they don't like you to review simple dishes, but Dan would love that. I'm not a big tomatoey pasta person, but I'm more of a cheesy. That's why I don't mind the lasagna. But yeah, I was just saying we're gonna do a bit of that HelloFresh when we get back. No, when we get back. So we're gonna have chips and this. It's a massive tray.
Chips and what? I like the. I'm happy so far.
Lasagna.
Lasagna and chips.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting my meatballs.
No, not today, sunshine. Well, I wondered what that racket was. That better not fall off that. Oh, luck today. Honestly, I just can't even go into it. It just got so bad. I just got my pyjamas on and I went to lay down while I'm waiting for the dinner. That'd be all our luck now, wouldn't it? That falling down on us. They've not picked that up from here, by the way. They could be dropping it off. But why is it so high? Why does it have to be that high? Look at that wobbling. You're having a laugh, mate. Oh my God. That's the most scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Glad it's not near me anymore. I think he's putting it on the roof over there. Yep, calling it an early one today. Ish. It's early-ish. About to have dinner. Chips look good. Oh, I do feel like this is going to be too much food. Hey yo, don't matter anyway. Right, I think the chips might be done, so I'm going to turn the oven off. I haven't checked on this, by the way. Actually, I think I might need Dan, won't I, to hold the door open while I try and grab it out. Do I need him? That'll be alright. Look at the size of that. Oh my goodness. And the chips are ready as well. They actually look quite nice. They smell really nice. They smell like chip shop ones. Well, I'm having paper plate, Dan's having proper plate. He's posh. So I know this looks a big piece, but I think I'm really looking forward to a bit of lasagna. Oh my god. Oops. Can I get it out? Ah! Don't know if I'm dishing Dan up yet. Don't know if he's ready for his. It's not actually that thick once it's now on the plate, really, is it? And there's my couple of chips. Now that looks more because I did scrape the bottom out. Right, Dan does actually want me to dish him up. Oh. Got like a little crispy chip at the bottom. Very nice. Right, there's Dan's. So I've actually gone about halfway with him. So, yep, I think that's going to be nice. Hello. Hello, it is the next day. As you can tell, I'm in a better mood today. I'll be honest, yesterday really got to me. It was just one thing after another. Or not even stuff I've mentioned. Right, anyway, it's getting on in the day and we've come in and we're making a dinner. Now, we both just decided, well, just have a sausage sandwich. Not hot dog style-y, just a sausage sandwich. And then I thought, well, hold on, I really fancy the cauliflower cheese. So anyway, I've got cauliflower cheese and the Scottish brand chips in there. That's meant to be like a chippy chips. And sausages. Now, Dan don't know this. He still thinks he's having a sausage sandwich. So I don't know whether I'm going to bother with the vegetable melody. Don't know. Anyway, went shopping today round our Arran, Isle of Arran. What did I get? Oh, I've packed it all away now in a bag, so I can't show you, but I've got a cute teddy. Just straight away, I knew I had to take him home. And then I got the cutest water bottle, which was a Highland Cow water bottle. I've got loads of lovely stuff today, so did spend quite a bit, but you do in those kind of shops, don't you? So yeah, I've really enjoyed today. So we just had like a bit of a shopping spree today around like the little local town. Come home, got a coffee. Love y'all. And yeah, now just getting a bit of dinner on. So well, what have we worked out now? I think it's 4 days after today. We've got 4 full days here, which would mean then that we've had 12 days here. So even though my videos are choppy, it's just a bit of this and then a bit of that, and I keep just turning the camera on randomly every time it's dinner time. I'm gonna put all the clips together. I'm not doing no editing while I'm on holiday, not on this channel, and just see whether it's worth showing when we get back. If it's not worth showing, if no one's really interested, then I won't bother, because it is just sort of behind the scenes stuff. It's not really me vlogging, doing something as such. It's just me turning the camera on when we got onto a campsite and having a little chat. So yeah, the last video I did do was the Halloween ghost hunt. A lot of you enjoyed that. It didn't reflect though on the views, so I did wonder, like, and then I lost a load of subscribers as well. Fair play, fair play. If you're not interested, you know you're not interested. So it's made me wonder, oh, maybe I shan't bother doing one of them again. But anyway, it was just a Halloween special though. We both actually put an awful lot of work into those 2 videos that day, because that day we'd made 4 videos. So I don't think some people actually understand the effort and the work that actually goes into some of these videos. It just takes it for granted. But I know there's a lot of you that appreciates it. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting the impression no one really likes them, so probably won't go down that road again. Anyway, yeah, I'm just looking forward to a bit of dinner now. Probably take an hour. That lasagna was all right last night. Dan then finished the rest of that off. Oh, I don't know if you know the ones I mean, like in a frozen section you can buy one for £1. I don't know what they are, £1.50 to very max. It just tasted like that, but on a bigger scale. So ideally we should have just bought 1 or 2 of them basically. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Nothing special, hardly any flavour to it. Chips were nice. Well, The outside of those chips were nice, but I didn't personally like the inside. I thought they were quite hard, but Dan liked them, so yeah, I don't know if I'd want to bother getting them again. But yeah, it was a nice meal at the end of the day. We have decided that because we're at a lovely spa place here, and they've got a restaurant. They do have a takeaway as well, but I think one night though we're going to go down and sit down for an indoor meal. It's not the cheapest, but you know, you're paying for what you're getting, aren't you? I don't even know if the meals are totally worth it, but I've seen pictures, been looking at the reviews. Looks lovely anyway. It's a treat, isn't it? So, and we both decided we're probably going to get fish and chips. So anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd turn the camera on. It's a bit late in the day now. We've had a wonderful day out shopping. I just thought I'd say hi. So yeah, I don't know if I really want to do the vegetable melody. I will show you it. I think I showed you it yesterday anyway. Just don't fancy it. I haven't had my wraps for a while. I don't know, just go through these stages. I was eating them for months and months and months, and then I just haven't bothered. But if we don't have it today, there's no other dinner really to have it with. And it comes with like this special butter. Well, saying that though, I have got a cottage pie then for tomorrow. Do have a cottage pie for tomorrow, maybe a bit of that. But yeah, it comes with a parsley and mint chive butter. Now I won't be putting that on mine, that's just rank. I'll save it and get it. Oh look, yeah. I don't like mint at all, at all. Parsley, not a big massive fan of that either. Anyway, yeah, the fridge is getting clear. Sorry, I got the kettle on in the background. And there's our tea tonight. So we did eat all the, well, I say eat, we used up all the cauliflower cheese, poured the sauce onto the chips. Got loads of leftovers. I haven't tried these actually. Dan just tried half of one and says they're good. Should I try one quick? Let me try one. Okay. Would I rant and rave about them? Very on the dry side. Alright. And welcome to a new day. It's a new day. Brilliant day today. I've actually really enjoyed myself today. We've just done like a mini tour of the Isle of Arran, and I just feel really good today. Beautiful place this is. Anyway, we're home now. I'm going to make hot chocolate. I keep forgetting I've got the hot chocolate. Don't get me wrong, I have had a few. I think the last one I had though was the first night we got here. So outside with a lovely hot chocolate. Right, so yeah, I'm going to make a hot chocolate. Just been discussing dinner with Dad. We're coming down to the ends now. I did suggest that could we go over and have a meal tonight, but he's got football, so we'll probably leave that. Mint choc chippy one, love this, really nice. Yeah, so we might leave it. So if we eat out the fridge today, that means then basically the fridge is empty. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have a meal out tomorrow. We both kind of know what we're going to have. It'll either be fish and chips, or I have just looked at the menu and there's a nice burger on there. I fancy a bit of rubbish. Right, so today, still got bacon, gammon, and eggs basically in there, but that's all stuff that can last long. So for this one, we're going to have today the peas and carrots a duo. Now I've got a cottage pie. Dan's got, I made chili pasties yesterday. I only had one chili pasty yesterday. What else did I have? It was a big one though. It was a big one. Chili pasty. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so Dan's got, I'm trying to find his burgers. He bought some really special lamb burgers. So let me see if I can find, oh, there they are. So, right, if I just get out everything and then I know where I am with it all. Ah! Well, I got that packed a little bit better now as well, so I've taken a few bits out. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of these Scottish chips. Dan likes them. I'm not a massive fan. Right, so I did just take out the last potato cake as well that I've got. I did get some from a bakery one day, and they looked really, really nice. And some scones, I think they call them scones. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't get around to eating them. I just didn't get around to eating them. So today I think I'm going to have to... Hold on. Let me just pull me hot chocolate. I think today I'm going to have to use the oven tray. Right, I'm going to explain what we're having. So it's going to be a bit of a dribsy-drabsy dinner, really, because I'm trying to get rid of, like, so, let's say some Yorkshire puds. And we're going to have these chips. Right, so I'm going to have a bit of that. Let's say about that much. Dan's going to have the rest of that with 2 lamb burgers. Both have a bit of veg and some chips and Yorkshire puds. Now, I know it sounds weird, but it will work. And some gravy, chips and gravy. Oh my God, what a meal that is. So yeah, because like I had chili pasta yesterday. Can't remember what Dan had. What did Dan have? Oh, he had a meatballs one. It was just a big tray of like meatballs, cheese and sauce and everything. No pasta. And it was about £7 from Tesco's. It was meant to feed 4. It barely fed him. Where did they get these portion sizes from? It's like, seriously. Right, with those, I think the burgers, I think I'm going to do these in the air fryer just to keep them separate, because I will not like that juice on me chips and stuff like that. These then all have to be cooked on the oven tray. We'll see how this goes. I reckon these will be nice lamb burgers, mind. Proper like grass-fed lamb burgers. Glazed is what they say. Interesting. £4.40. It's worth it though if they're nice, isn't it? So yeah, it's going to be, I want to say healthy-ish dinner, you know, with veg and stuff. But still an easy dinner. And it's clearing out quite a bit as well then. Right, let's get these. I'll get these ready in the air fryer. So yeah, I've really enjoyed today. Have these got papers on? I think these have got papers on. I'm sure that's a paper. It is a paper. It is. It is. Imagine me cooking that with that. Yeah, I had a fantastic day today. Don't know how many more days we've got here. We haven't booked our boat. We've got up to a certain day. I'll be honest, I don't know if we'll stay longer than that date now, because that would have been quite a long time. And there is still only so much you can do on the Isle of Arran. Right, let me go and wash my hands. So yeah, I did just get into my snuggies. Why not? Why not? So I've actually got a Greg's coffee cup. I washed it out. It's all right. And actually I had 2. I used one on the boat. Do you know what, right? I filled up a flask of hot chocolate when I went on the boat, but then at the last minute I decided, right, I'm not going to bring the flask. I'll just fill up one of these cups. Anyway, had hot chocolate then when we got back, and there was still more left. Come the morning, now this was, what time did we get on the boat? I think we got on the boat about 1 in the afternoon. So I probably made the hot chocolate about 12. I don't know, about 12, 1 o'clock or whatever. Anyway, the next morning, that was still hot. I'm shocked. What a blimmin' good flask we've got. I don't know what the brand is, I'll be honest. Anyway, cheers. Oh, I've already had a Diet Coke today. Had it this morning on our travels, because we were doing it for over 3 hours today. So, a bit thirsty work that was. Oh, that's hot. So it's not a huge amount of chips, is it? I think it'll be fine. And don't forget then we've got, how many of these have we got left? I think there's about 6 if I'm correct. 7 of those. Do you know what I might do? I might just put the burgers on here, so I'm not faffying with the electric, because that way then I can still keep the heating on. But as long as these don't leak, these better not leak onto my chips. And I'm going to make gravy with these as well. with this dinner. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Dan will want gravy with his, but I'll certainly will. And then this, microwave for 4 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm doing the right thing here. These are just air fryer liners. You can use them as like baking sheets and all sorts. Right, I'm going to put that in the oven. Say hello to my look.
Yeah.
Sorry again. I just want to take you look outside, just quick, just show you how beautiful it is. We are so lucky to have this little spot here. It's amazing. There you go. If you want to experience any more of Arran, either go over to the travel trolls or you have to come yourself. And dinner's ready. I'm just waiting for the kettle to do the gravy. Got the veg cooked. So yeah, I'm about to dish up. Dan said he's having his now as well, so I'm just going to have a paper plate. Tell you what, Dan's burgers have turned out quite well actually. I don't want to overface Dan with too many chips until I see what's going on with this shepherd's pie and everything else. And there we have it. I might have a little bit of that, I'm going to see. It depends how overpowering that is. Right, let's get some gravy on there for Dan. I'm not going to put it on his burgers as such. And see how he likes that. It's a big meal today. It's a concoction, darling. Are you hungry or starving?
I will see how I feel. It smells gorgeous.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.